YouTube, what's going on? It's TerrenceRe, and I'm gonna get with you with a stock market analysis today. It, I got some good topics to talk about. Maybe when the market open up in the morning, probably gonna have some good opportunities. So let's get straight to it. One of the things, I got my Tesla chart up right now, and I want to talk about. Obviously, you probably heard that Elon Musk made an announcement about a actual bot that he's working on. Like let's see, I can pull. I'm in the Thinkorswim platform. Pull up let's read exactly what. Yeah, you seen the little guy in the costume dancing, humanoid Tesla bot, internally codenamed Optimus. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. That's just because I grew up on Transformers and Optimus Prime. I don't know if that had anything to do with Optimus. Says Musk now suggests Optimus could be sent to work on Mars, where his space transportation and communications company SpaceX is planning to take humans after successfully landing people on the moon. Boom, 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 boom. Now, for me, I really don't, you might be into that kind of thing, but I don't really care about that as much as you got some news like that, which basically means the market may move. You may get a big move in the morning, right? So right now I'm doing this video. It's 12:47 a.m. This early Monday morning, right? So with some news like that over the weekend, and you're already looking at, I'm going to remove these. Those are some Fibonacci lines and stuff that I had drawn. So basically, I just took those off so you could see it. And you see a little triangle right here. I'm just drawing a trend line from the high at 900, where Tesla made his high. Drawing over this, connecting here. You got a little triangle where you didn't connect. So you got to touch, 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 and then it broke out right here, retested, and we got a little move up. So let's see tomorrow. One way you could play this, I actually do think that at some point that Tesla will break out of this little range. You had this big, large up move right here from, where is that? For the gap up in November, and you got that, and that was at like what, 450, where it gapped up 458 and went straight to 900. It ripped, and then you got this consolidation period. So I'm looking for it at some point to take out these highs. This is a major Kathy Wood stock for ARK, and so I actually think at some point it'll make a bullish move. You know, And with some news like that, you could get the catalyst that you need to see the market or to see this stock move. Another stock I wanted to look at was, so I got a little list over here, things so I wouldn't forget. We got Pfizer. So I want to take a look at Pfizer. Let's pull Pfizer up, and then let's see. So just looking at Pfizer, I'm gonna go ahead and make the screen big, maybe so you guys can see. I'm gonna take my face off. All right. So just looking at Pfizer, that, so suppose I seen this on Friday. Pfizer is supposed to, the FDA is supposed to give Pfizer a full, I think full authorization on its on its on the V. You got to be careful what you're saying, how you say it, so your video don't get. I'll pull it up, so we'll read straight from the notes, and that way I'm reading straight from the news platform. It just says that the mRNA VACCIN, developed by Pfizer and its German partner BioNTech, is, let's see, was the first to receive emergency use authorization from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. It says the combos vaccine could also end up being the first to receive full approval. So basically, it says what happened. Pfizer BioNTech's vaccine could receive full approval as early as Monday, the New York Times reported. So I'm reading it. Like, that's the one thing that I like about the Thinkorswim platform. I use this and I use the Tastyworks, but on Thinkorswim, you can click on the stock and then it'll give you like news updates. So I'm just reading to you exactly what they got for the news from the stock, as I did with Tesla. So basically, if it is, there's no guarantee that it's going to get that authorization, but it is looking like it may get it on Monday morning. So just that news alone may get the stock to move, right? So you may get some movement. As you can see, it's been in a large up move. Me personally, even with that news, I don't like to get long. I don't like to get long stock when the RSI is over 70. It's not something I really like to do. That doesn't mean that it can't keep going. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I don't like to get long when the stock is over 70. So, but that news could get it to move. So that'll be a stock. That Tesla, that's a stock to look at. Also, I wanted to jump on these airlines. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up. I had pulled up earlier United. Look at United. And if you got Thinkorswim and you wondering how I'm getting everything to move with the stock that I'm looking up, if you look right up here where it says symbol link, you see how I got it linked red, and over here at the live news, I got the symbol link red, and my watch list I got it red. So that means that everything that any stock, if I put a stock ticker here or I click here, it's gonna change and give me the news for it. It's gonna show highlight the watch list. It's all gonna coordinate to the same thing. And that's something that you can do also on this platform. Well, quickly, looking at this chart right here, um, so let's look at this gap. I did a video on some technical analysis in the gap. I think it was one, I may link it to this video. Gaps, for me, I look for gaps to either get into trades or close trades. I look for them for like places of support and resistance. So let's look at this gap right here from February 12th, where you got this gap up, came back, retested gap, and then took off. So look, this is a gap right here where the market get gapped up. See that? I'm gonna draw this all the way across so that you can see it. I'm gonna bring it over even a little further so it's easy to see. Look at that. So it came down, the market turned around here, here again. Now, that doesn't mean that it won't keep going down, right? But for me, this is a great place if you want to place a trade, if you want to get long stock, if you want to buy the dip, or you want to sell a put spread. These are things this is a great area. And also you got a little consolidation pattern in the RSI. Let's look at, you got something like an expanding triangle or a megaphone. See that? That's a pattern. So you got a up move and then you got this megaphone right here. So this could come up here and break out of this and go to the top. And so I got a pattern on the RSI. This wouldn't be a bad place. With also the news surrounding the airlines. So let's get to the news that could be the catalyst to break you out of that pattern. When you have trading patterns, you want to find something like a catalyst to get you out of that pattern. And so, with what's going on in Afghanistan, with the United States withdrawing, well, initially withdrawing troops and now sending troops back to try to get Americans out. So they're trying to get and some Afghan evacuees. The Pentagon, it says, see right here, Pentagon orders airlines to help with Afghan evacuees as U.S. weighs new exit deadline. So that's an update. And that update, it says August 22nd. So that was on Sunday. So that could be the news calendar. And that's United Airlines, a $44 stock. Let's see if now what I'm gonna do is look at different airlines to see if we see some similar patterns. Look, this is Delta. Similar pattern. Look the same way, don't it? Let's look at Southwest Airlines. This is Southwest. Look, similar pattern. See that? Similar pattern. Let's look at American Airlines. I think American Airlines is AAL. Let's see. Which one is American? I don't know if that's it's not it. Let's see. American Airlines, AAL is the ticker symbol. Change this in here. My little show notes. All right. Similar pattern. So you see how, like, if you're looking at stocks that are that are in similar uh industries, sometimes they look the same on the chart. So, and this one is a cheaper one than the other one. So you can get into this one a little bit cheaper, because it's an $18 stock. If I was playing the options at that point, I want to look and see which stock is more liquid, right? I want to see what the bid and ask spread looks like in the option market to determine what type of option trade, or even if I want to play them at all. So, I think that we're probably gonna get some big move. We might get a large move in Pfizer. We might get a large move in the airline stocks. We could get a large move in Tesla, and consequently, if Pfizer moves, then maybe we might get a large move in Moderna. You might get a large move in BioNTech as well. What's another one? I think those are the major ones. So, next I want to talk about Cardano. Cardano is ripping right now. And I do have some Cardano. I purchased some Cardano in my SoFi account. Um, SoFi is uh is a uh, is a bank that I want to say Chamath Palihapitiya is one of his babies, and I recently opened an account with SoFi, and so I own. You can, in banking with SoFi, you can connect all your other accounts, all your other banking accounts. You can connect credit cards. You can do a lot of stuff with it. So I like the bank. So far so good, so good so far, or however it goes. Um, but you can also purchase crypto there too. So that's why I own my Cardano. I'll link link in the description of the video. So if you wanna, go and check out the bank, I use them. It's one of the bank accounts. It's not the only one I have, but it's one of the ones that I have, and that's the one I trade crypto in. But I'm gonna pull up my trading view where I like to go do some charting as well. It's kind of trading view. If you don't have a trading view account, it's kind of like social media for traders. And you guys should see that up on the screen. This is a chart of Cardano, right? And basically, this is a flag pattern. So you got a high. So you got from low to this high, and then you got like 1, 2, 3 candles, I think they refer to this as a falling three method. So you got 1 candle, 2 candles, 3 candles down, and then boom, you get this up move. So, you know, I like to do, if I was gonna do some Fibonacci retracements on it, Fibonacci's is one of my favorites. Let's see, where you at? I like to do the retracements right here. So if I'm gonna do that, I come here from low to high and pull back to here, and then I would come over here and then do the extension. And this will be just like how I see how far I think it may go. And that doesn't mean that it will, of course. Snap too. All right. Let's see. Next level is right up here at $3.10. You can see right now it's at 278. $3.86 is a level. That's probably a level where I look. You can take profit. You might be holding this for the long run. I'm just talking about traders. You got people out here who trade day to day. So, the last level I see is like $7.11. Now, who knows how long it's gonna take to get there, but that's what I'm looking at. So, but it definitely flagged and broke the all-time highs, and it's still breaking. I mean, it's moving right now. And basically, I don't know a whole lot about it other than like I know how to chart it. And I've been looking online myself. And basically, I've been listening to like interviews of the founder, Hodgkinson. Charles Hoskinson. Let me pull up. I put it in my notes. Charles Hoskinson is how you pronounce it. And he was saying that on September 12th, they're going to be releasing smart contracts. So I think it's, similar to Ethereum. So I'm thinking that that's maybe, and China is, from what I understand, China may be adopting some technology, something called Nervos, and it'll be able to bridge with Cardano. And so that's that also. So all of this news is basically, it's kind of like it's speculation. It's just that's all it is. It's just speculating. So if you're gonna buy that, if you're getting into Cardano, ticker symbol ADA, you I would advise you to only use money that you don't really need, that you ain't willing to part with. And and hold on to it and see how much you can get off of it. Put a certain amount in, how I would do. Let's say you put 200 bucks in, right? It get up, you make a little money. What I would do is sell 100 coins, or sell half of my position, cover that half. So then that way you got a profit, and now you into it risk free. So that's how I would handle that. You know, that's how I handle just about all of my trades. Um, and the next thing though, moving on right along from Cardano, is the SPX, the weekly outlook. I like to use the SPX, which is the S&P 500. Basically, I like to use the SPX to kind of see my weekly outlook. And you can do that by looking at the options market. The options market, I know a lot of people like, well, I'm gonna look at the stock and I'm gonna buy the stock. The option market tells you what's going to happen basically in the stock market, because in the SPX, you can't do anything but trade options. You can't own stock in the SPX. It's purely options. And you can tell like by looking at let's pull it up. I'm gonna pull up the SPX. If we look at the SPX, which I do have a position in right here, you can see I got a position in it. I'm doing real trading in here. Um, if we look at so basically this one right here is the Friday expiration. That's the weekly. And if I look at the expected move over here, it says 56 bucks, right? So basically what that equates to is that the options market is saying that the SPX can move. They're pricing in a move of 56 bucks in either direction, up or down. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna remove these drawings just so you guys make it easy to see. So basically, and what I'm gonna do is that's this right here. This is the expected move on the chart so you can see it. So they're saying that from here, where the market closed on Friday, it can go 56 down, which it can go more than that, but they're saying they're pricing in a move of that. You say basically, what do they mean? What do you mean by pricing in? It's like they making a market. right? You making a market. Um, if you were selling a car, right? If you looked up online on Kelly's Blue Book, the value of a 2015 Honda Accord, they're gonna give you what the price of a Honda Accord would be going for, right? A 2015, a basic model. It may go for, I don't know, I'm just throwing a number out there because I don't know. 15 grand. No, what is this? 2021, 2015, 12 grand, right? Let's say 12 grand. I'm just throwing a number out there. And so you may get one for somebody selling one for 13. It may be in mint condition. It got low mileage, and you may have somebody selling one for like 10, got high mileage, or 11. That's your market, right? So that's your up limit, maybe like 13. Your down limit maybe like 10, but that sweet spot is 12, right? That's your market. So you could get one anywhere in between there and probably find a decent one and not overpay too much. Like that's the market, that's the spread, right? The market makers making that spread. So anything that doesn't mean that you can't find one that ain't that maybe someone elderly had it and they never hardly drove it at all, and it's like new, and maybe it hadn't even exceeded the warranty mileage on it. That one may go for more than 12. It may go for like 14, 15, just because of the condition that it's in. That's what that's how you would equate what the expected move is. And that is based upon buying and selling in the options market. Looking at if we look at if you come into open interest and if you look, if you come right around, like you see right in here with the majority, you got 35. If you come to open interest, you got 7,600 contracts here, right? And that's right around 13 to 13 delta, right? Which is, you know, the 16 delta is going to put you like right around one standard deviation, right? One sigma. So you right around that area. Look at where the majority of the contracts are. Look where the majority of the action is, right over here. You got right in this area. So it's basically just where buyers or sellers, they're making that market based upon buyers or sellers. And you can see you got SPX, you're gonna see action all throughout the chain. So but you get less action as you go further out. The majority of action is close up here around the money within the expected move. And they're using implied volatility to get that as price. So they're using buying and selling of options. They're using that to come up with implied volatility, and it's a math formula, and then you get your expected move. Um, you don't have to figure it out. The system does it for you. But that can and you can get that on pretty much any stock that has options. The more liquid the stock, the more accurate the expected move should be. That doesn't mean that you won't get outliers. That doesn't mean you don't get something outside of that move. But that's something like if you were buying a particular stock, if I were going to trade Tesla for the week or Facebook for the week, then I want to look at this expected move. Like let's go back to Tesla. I'll just give you an example. So let's go back to Tesla and let's see what Tesla's expected move is for the week. Tesla's expected move for the week is $35. So you got an expected move of $35, right? So that means that if I was going to swing trade Tesla, I would probably, if I was going to get short, let's say I wanted to sell it, I'd be trying to get out of it right around 680, right around this low right here. I'd be looking to take profit. If I was going to buy it, I'd be looking to take profit right around here. And that doesn't mean that it can't go outside of that, but I'm gonna go with what the average would be and take profit at these areas, right? So that's a good little tool to remember when buying and selling stocks. You can use that as support and resistance when you're day trading. You can do that You can get one. I can go to the monthly. I can go 25 days out, and it's got a $73. So it just depends on how long. You can go a whole year out if you want, 389 days. Tesla can go. It's saying Tesla got a range of $416 within the next year. So that'll give you a range of what you can expect with a particular stock. So I hope you guys got something out of this video. I take time to try to put a lot into these videos. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. You know, I gave you something to look for Monday morning when the market open up. Once again, some plays, whether up or down. I ain't gonna tell you. I can't tell you that, but you might get some movement in the airlines. You should get some movement in the in Pfizer. Definitely, we're gonna get even if they don't get the full authorization on Monday. Yeah, you still should get some movement. Period. That's all you want is some movement so you can buy and sell. Right? I don't really care about whether it goes up or down. I just wanted to move. You know, so increase the vol, and then I can make some trades in there, and then Tesla. So Tesla may get a bump too. And with that, I may do another stock market analysis today video at the end of the market tomorrow. So I may start trying to make these a little regular. So then that way, you guys can maybe plan some trades and let me know if there's some tickers you want me to look at. If it's some stuff that you want to know about, put them in the comments below. And I'm out. Peace.